Staff of Tzu Chi Humanitarian Center vow to do good deeds and inspire more kindness. Taiwan Tzu Chi assistive device team dedicated to help those in need.
歡迎收睇大學 Headlines， 我係 Ruby 我哋一齊嚟睇下今日嘅內容。At the year-end blessing ceremony held in the Jingsi Hall of Xindian, staff from the Tzu Chi Humanitarian Center, recycling volunteers, actors, and a Taiwanese opera troupe joined together to participate in a sutra adaptation performance. Everyone makes a sincere wish to inspire more people to do good deeds and help more people in need.
Otherwise, disasters caused by forest fires, or it is caused by a fire of human desire. People are the key to visible and invisible fire. In order to learn the Dharma inside their hearts and vow to spread it to purify people's hearts, staff from Tzu Chi Humanitarian Center participate in the sutra adaptation performance. The actors in the Great Love Theatre were inspired, and it led many people to be good. Four producers and director of Tai Meiyun Taiwanese opera troupe have been certified as Tzu Chi volunteers.
During the training process, I participated in many activities, one of which was a home visit. I saw that one of the volunteers who participated in the event was a former care recipient. He became a person who could take care of others. I think the donation of $200 NT is very valuable to people who don't have much money.
In fact, these people who are doing recycling, I think they are totally selfless to contribute to environmental protection. They collect an extra PET bottle and fold an extra piece of paper so that they can be sold for a little more money and used to do more good deeds. I think they are amazing.
Actually, I'm very happy because the first one is that I feel that I'm a little old and I want to do something, whether it is volunteering in a hospital or taking care of the elderly. The second is that I can more accurately understand the master's philosophy and the selfless dedication of Tzu Chi people and let the audience know through my dramas. In the past 10 years of participating in Dai TV, Dai channel has given all the actors and staff a kind of life experience. I think this is for the benefit of the society, and I believe this is the right path.
Tzu Chi has done a lot of things, including free medical care. Since the master founded the hospital, I learned about Tzu Chi from stories, because these stories touched me and made me feel that what Taiwan lacks most now is to do good deeds.
The world is affected by pandemic. Tzu Chi volunteers have mobilized to help prevent the pandemic, while the media spread the influence of goodness.
The pandemic has ravaged our entire world for almost 2 years. At the end of this year, I think we feel very deeply. Tzu Chi collected precious and hard-to-obtain vaccines for us this year. Of course, there are a lot of things behind the scenes, such as industries and kind people working together to achieve this matter.
I feel that some companies in Taiwan also include Tzu Chi. In the process of their joint efforts, I feel that, in fact, they have given our country and our society a very large force for stability.
一手动时，千手动。所以呢，一口气呢，呼吸出去，那全球慈济人共生息。共呼吸，爱的能量来付出。
极静的宇宙虚空，恒河沙数的星球。
Master encourages everyone to be like a firefly, emitting a helping light to illuminate the world.
In response to the master's calling for raising vaccine funds, many people contributed their efforts in their own ways. Among them is a paralyzed person who stitched the Heart Sutra with 3 fingers for charity sale, and some used modern technology to inspire love. With one affecting the other, the network of love is connected.
Wu has been paralyzed in bed for 30 years. With volunteers' encouragement, she started making cross-stitch with her curly hands for charity sales 15 years ago. In response to Tzu Chi's vaccine fundraising, she stitched a heart sutra for charity sale.
She treats her belly as a table and puts cross-stitch fabric on her belly, using 3 of her right fingers to tread the needle and her teeth to help fix it. She slowly finished the cross-stitch like this.
Thank you to the brothers and sisters in Linkou for their support and love for me. Would everyone please either contribute your money or efforts to fulfill my wish to help the Master raise vaccine funds? Thank you very much.
To raise vaccine funds and anti-epidemic supplies, a group of volunteers invited people in the community to make lotus charms for charity sale, promoting through line groups. More than 10,000 lotus charms were sold for charity.
We have written something about the Master's compassion on the line group. Then everyone was very moved and responded enthusiastically.
The Master would like to donate 5 million doses of vaccine, but where would the money come from? The Master won't wait until we have money to take action. Just like the 51 schools of our 921 Hope project. The Master didn't have enough money, yet she said, for the right thing, just do it.
The fundraising event was also hosted in the first Jingsi Hall of the North District. Soon after the renovation was completed, it was used as an influenza vaccination station. It has safeguarded people's health for the past 30 years.
This is the first Tzu Chi home in Taipei. So many Tzu Chi brothers and sisters or different functional teams are all certified here. This is the starting place where everyone carries forward Tzu Chi spirit in Taipei.
人人都是万能，只要肯发心啦，无有做袂到的代志。所以讲起来，自济都是会合人人的所能。
The Master encouraged volunteers to contribute to society. With aspiration, nothing is difficult, and everything will be successful.
The Ministry of Health of Malaysia thanks different organizations, including Tzu Chi Kuala Lumpur and Selangor chapter, for their concerted efforts to contain the pandemic in the past 2 years. The Health Deputy Director General also invited Tzu Chi to participate in the vaccine booster program in the future.
Seven different organizations, including private companies and NGOs, were handing over their checks to the Ministry of Health of Malaysia to aid the government in this battle against COVID-19.
I'm honored to announce that the Ministry of Health has received a total of 41.7 million ringgits of donation.
During the pandemic, Tzu Chi Kuala Lumpur and Selangor chapter gathered loves from all walks of life to donate medical equipment to 11 hospitals.
Sumbangan berupa peralatan perubatan bernilai RM22,602,309.50.
The contributions have been made since the month of May. From what I can see just now, it is a very huge sum of 22 million ringgit in kind. So, and probably in cash as well. So I'd like to say thank you very much to the foundation as well to all the contributions.
With the donation from all walks of life, we were able to donate all the ICU equipment, including high-flow, nasal cannula, beds, and ventilators. Starting from May, we donated these medical equipment to all government hospitals in batches.
Besides, the Jingsu Hall in Kuala Lumpur was used as a vaccination station in June this year. The Health Deputy Director General said that he hopes Tzu Chi can also assist in the vaccine booster program in the future. As of November 22nd, more than 25 million people have completed 2 doses of the vaccine, and more than 1.57 million people have been given the booster.
The Monrovia Chamber of Commerce invited all religious faith to attend the 55th annual community prayer breakfast. The city mayor especially invited Tzu Chi volunteers to attend, as they have been a great partner in the community for years.
The footprints of Tzu Chi in Monrovia can be seen when they help the homeless receive prescription glasses or dental service. Volunteers also gain the respect of emergency response units while promoting sharing food.
Thankful for this long-term partnership with the Tzu Chi, and thankful today just to do this video together. Again, Foothill Unity Center, partnership with Tzu Chi. Thank you.
Today is the day that Monrovia always has its prayer breakfast, and we try to bring all the different faiths in Monrovia together. And I was so thankful that today we had members of the Tzu Chi Foundation join us. The Tzu Chi Foundation has been a great partner of Monrovia for decades. We so very much appreciate all of the work they do around the globe.
This is the 55th Annual Community Prayer Breakfast, where representatives from different faiths come together and pray for a better tomorrow.
The Taichung Assistive Device Team is located in Nantou Taotuan, and its service areas include Yunlin, Zhanghua, and Taichung. The volunteer Huan Yuren has lent a piece of his own land to serve as a warehouse for these items, to which a team of dedicated volunteers help clean, sanitize, and make necessary repairs, hoping to relieve the physical and financial burden of those in need.
Giving the electric scooter a good scrub down, the team in charge of these assistive devices ensure all details are looked after.
It's over 1,300 square meters here at this assistive device warehouse. We clean and repair the devices here. When the device is rusty or has chipped paint, I will sand it off and reapply paint.
Thanks to volunteers Huang Yuren and Hong Xicai, these assistive devices are getting some much needed TLC.
There's someone who needs a bed and that he can lie flat on the side and move directly onto another bed. In the countryside, there's a need for assistive devices among the elderly. Many families cannot come pick up the items, so we will deliver it to those who need it.
The scope of their service spans to Zhanghua, Yunlin, Miaoli, Dajia, and Qingshui. When a device match is made, the Greater Taichung Assistive Device Team will head out in action.
If they don't feel well or if something is going on at home, they will still come out to help, even if they can only spare a little of their time.
It's the selflessness of this team that makes each assistive device like new, as they all hope these items can help more people in need.
Taiwan has entered an advanced age society, with 60.2% of the population over 65 years old. Today we take a look at how these elders can live a beautiful life. Among them is Lin Chunpu from Xuhai, Pingdong. At the age of 85, he is still in high spirits and drives local residents to and from Pingdong almost every day.
This sunrise is very strange. Sometimes the clouds are different. It's very beautiful. I came here to send Whizbee to sell here. I've lived in Xuhai for more than 30 or 40 years. Now I'm going to Hunchuan. I need to set off now. I'm going to transport people, and they will arrive at 7. At that time, I went to Hunchuan to replenish stock, and if people wanted to ride along, I would take them, and afterwards, they would only take my car. I told them I was going out, and if there is something to deliver, please give it to me.
Sometimes you have to wait for the bus, and sometimes there is no bus.
Ayu said yesterday that she needs to have her eyes checked. She called me yesterday.
I had surgery on my eyes, and now I'm going to the clinic for a check-up. On the east coast of Taiwan, Xuhai Fishing Village is in Pingdong, and it's a winding trip through 40 kilograms of mountain roads to reach Hunchuan's main street. This loving transportation service has lasted for more than 30 years.
It takes me 1.5 hours to drive to Hengchuan. It takes young people about 1 hour. I must drive slowly on this mountain road so that I can dodge to avoid any hitting cars. I ask him to get the money.
We have no cash machines in the mountains and no place to buy anything, so they don't know how to use cash machines either. Getting into the car is something communal, so as long as someone needs to get out of the car to do something, everyone will wait together.
Yesterday I wrote it all here. I'm supposed to get glasses for someone, make keys, maximum 2 sets, and toilet parts.
Ayu needs to see an ophthalmology department, Ami needs to see a dermatology department, and some people want to replenish goods. Everyone gets off at these little alleys lying Hengchuan's main street.
I need to get the glasses. Someone asked me to take the glasses for him. What's the name? I don't know. You tell him directly. I don't know what your foreign worker's name is. I also need to pay the phone bill. For this errand, I had to make 3 different trips.
We will be exhausted if we make his trip, but he won't. Also, as long as someone asks him to buy things, he will do it all.
Living in the mountainous area is inconvenient. These elderly people who have trouble getting in and out by bus rely upon him to pick them up, so he's very useful. Now the township office, the county government have subsidized vehicles and subsidies for them, but it's inconvenient, so no one wants to take this transportation, as they still call him. He is such a rare, enthusiastic old man. Folks can give him their ATM card and ask him to bring some money back for them. Even if we go on our happy bus, our folks will not give our driver their bank card password. That's quite a sense of trust. Give me a call later, otherwise I will still be looking for them before I go back.
I had to see the doctor and took an IV drip. It's slow, but if I take his car, he will always wait for me.
With all the municipal transportation network systems, still no one can replace him. I do think of retiring, but when they call me, I will take them.
On April the 2nd of this year, the Taroko Express had a fatal accident where 49 passengers passed away and 247 more were injured. Besides the immediate medical response, team members in Taipei and New Taipei City also began a care project to help survivors and their family cope with post-traumatic stress disorders.
When these patients leave Hualien Tzu Chi Hospital, we will have a caseworker assigned to them and work with them in their time of need. Medical staff actually want nothing more than to see a smile on their patient's face.
第5节1个欧卡，第6节有2个欧卡，是在车厢里面，是否正确？
其实前面的
Someone kept asking if there were people to help. It was dark and there weren't any lights. I injured my ribcage and couldn't breathe that well inside that closed-off space, so I couldn't help.
就是没有办法尽上那一份力。
因缘际会，我女儿就是上了那班火车。
It's like I'm soaking in a big tube of sadness. It's filled with frustration and lots of unanswered questions.
In a month's time, they might suffer from acute stress disorder, while some patients might take them more than a month for PTSD symptoms to show up.
I have nightmares and wake up from them. On the highway, when the car is going too fast, I'll get scared. When I'm alone, I often have sad thoughts.
Your shoulders are tight. Actually, you don't have time to think about the little things, right? Only when you are alone do these thoughts creep in. Don't worry, we will be here for you. Whenever you have problems, you can come to us.
It's obvious that I'm sleeping more and don't wake up from nightmares as much. I think I've gotten over it. Thanks to them for their care of me that I can recover from that accident. Thank you. Great love is really accumulated from small little things to show they care.
细节，然后这样慢慢累积。
像你们这种弟子，其实你们看过你们的，就是帮助的对象，应该是看过更多的这种。
对，但是当然有的每一个人每一个家庭他的辛苦方面不一样。
I can look at this in a positive way and accept this truth because I have love in my corner. I have received very good care from the doctors and the Tzu Chi family. They have made me realize there are more beautiful things in life. I may have lost something, but there are other beautiful things in life to appreciate and live for. Coming here, I can feel my own improvement, and I can see the changes within myself. Thank you for your love. I thank Tzu Chi and Master Zhen Yan's love. Because of your care for me, I feel as if I can quickly or as quickly as I can get back to the road I'm supposed to be on. Thank you.
慈济人医会的志工做的志工哈。
Team of members and the volunteers just hope to spread the love and charity from Taiwan onwards. We want them to know they are not alone. Tzu Chi will always be by your side.
你不孤单，好，慈济永远都在。
In Indonesia, team members went to Sigaran to assist community residents in receiving COVID vaccination and also sent 5,000 packages of supplies to help the flood survivors tide over difficulties. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you and see you next time.